What? Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Mike and Amy here on what is it? A Tuesday?
Something like that.
Like
Mike.
that. Yeah. How are you, sweetheart?
I'm well, Mike. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Let me see that sweatshirt, dude.
Isn't this cool?
Yeah, that's very cool. That is not made by me.
It is not made by you.
That is super cool.
My cousin makes them. She has a design bar in downtown Milford.
Did you talk to her about working with us?
Yeah, no, for sure.
What'd she say?
That's kind of where Kelly's irritated with me.
Why?
She wants to be our marketing manager, Mike.
Let's go, dude.
Because she said that I am handling the show like I handled my wedding, which was
yeah,
which drove everybody fucking crazy. How laid back I was. My only request was that I had a party sub at my bachelorette party. That was like the only request I had.
Yeah.
And so Kelly's like asking me, she's like, okay, you should do this with Lauren and this. And I'm going to get a sweatshirt too. Like this has like puffy letters. She's like, I'm going to get like flat letters. So, it looks better for guys and they can get it. And I was just like, okay, whatever, whatever you want to do. And she's like, you're handling this like you handled your wedding. And I was like, well, and the problem is Mike is exactly the same as me.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's not anyone's fault at all. But, when I came back, it was like I had a team. I had like multiple people with like marching orders. Like, here's what we need everybody to do. You handle this. I'll handle this. Mike, you don't worry about that. You worry about this. We'll handle all that. And it was like, okay, ready, break. And then that fell apart. And then it was just like, I'm the lone man standing. And it's like, now what do we do? And so I know how to do this. And I have extreme ADHD. Like, I didn't realize how bad it was, but I know what the symptoms are for it. And it is to the letter of what I do. And it's not laziness. It's just, it comes off that way, but it's a lot more complex than that. And I also know as an old white man, me making executive decisions and pulling the trigger on stuff like merch is why you get one hat and one t-shirt. And that it's like, oh, I like that one. Do that one. And it's like, I look at that on you and it's like, yeah, that looks fucking so cool. That looks so cool. But I also know I'm not going to lead the charge and be like, okay, let's get the store going. Yeah. I hated going through merch. Like there was some really cool merch at one point. And it took everything out of me. As dumb as that sounds, it was like, I can't fuck it. Like, if you ask me like, well, what do you think of this one with this swoosh on the end of the C and this one that doesn't have it? And I'm like, I'm out. I don't know. I'm going to make the wrong decision and screw it all up. And so
Mike, I'm going to switch my internet connection. So be blurry.
You are blurry, but I thought that was because of me.
Okay. Keep talking.
So it turns into a forever battle, and it sort of worked. It drove Jay nuts. When he didn't know how to deal with me, and it was like, he'd get very frustrated because he picked up a lot of the slack and kind of kept us steering in the right direction. And it was like, okay, you handle that, and I'll handle this side of it. And if it would have just made more money for a family guy with 3 kids staring down college, he would have kept doing. He liked doing it, sort of. I don't really think he did, but he sort of did. But he was able to keep like me focused on like, okay, today I'm coming over a half hour early and we're going through these merch options. Yeah. And it just kind of worked. It was like, okay, I can sort of like pick a direction, sort of, and help out with that stuff. But the idea of like Kelly wants to get involved and like handle it, it's like, yeah, okay, great, let's go. let's do it. I haven't had Travis out here because I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I need to get him out here to like square this away. And it takes me forever to just even make the phone call. I feel like I'm bothering people and, I bother Ron enough. Like, it just sucks. It sucks being me. So yeah, people like when I get text from you or Greg and it's like, we're doing this. Like, yeah, we should have been doing that a long time ago. That's great. Let's do that.
Like,
Yeah,
well, we're very similar that way.
Yeah, you seem more I don't know, you're not afraid to put it out there. You're not really ADHD like me.
No,
We
I
have
am. I
so
just
many.
take medicine for it. So,
Well, they gave me meds. Did I talk about that?
like Adderall?
Something like that. So they gave me it's a capsule. It's like 15 milligram or something. I don't know. It's not a big dose. And then the pharmacist was like, yeah, you're on heart medication. You shouldn't be taking this. And I
Mm.
was like, oh, great. So it sat on my counter for 2 months. It's been sitting there for 2 months, unopened. I didn't touch it. They're like, oh, there's abuse potential. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not worried about that. But so it just sat there for 2 months. And then about a week ago, I reached out to my doctor again and I was like, hey, I stink. This is, I'm like, I've been sitting on this for 2 months. And I haven't done anything because I'm scared to take it now because they said I'm going to die. And he's like, well, we can give you one that isn't going to, conflict with. And I'm like, is it going to be any good or is it going to be like a pussy version? And he's like, I've seen good success with it, this and that. Well, I had a really rough week last week and I'm like, fuck this. I don't care. I can't live like this. I can't have this thought process in my head. I don't care if I die from this thing. I'm taking it. And so like 6 days ago, I just started taking it and I'm still here. So,
Nice.
so he prescribed me a new one and then I went there and they were like, yeah, it's like $2,000. And I'm like, go fuck yourself.
What?
So they were running it through insurance or some shit again. And so they claim it's ready to be picked up. I just haven't gone and gotten it. So in the meantime, I started taking the other one and I do feel a little bit better.
Nice.
But it might kill me. I don't know. Pharmacists seemed concerned about it. But at that point, it was a risk I was willing to take because I was literally going crazy.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's, it is what it is, man. I live the life I live and it stinks at times. But so, yeah, I don't know what meds you're taking.
Adderall.
How much are you taking?
30 milligrams in the morning.
Okay. Are you taking a pill or a capsule or a?
I take a tablet.
Mm,
It's the extended release,
okay.
which is
Yeah.
what the capsules are.
Do you crush it and snort it or do you
in
just take it?
As an adult, I just take it.
Yeah.
But in college, I might have done other things, and then I would take the extended release and I would
Yeah.
open them
Yeah.
and I would just take beads that are inside.
Oh, that's what I have is the beads inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would just get rid of the beads.
Really? And you could just shoot that?
Yeah. I don't think you
Okay.
were supposed to do that necessarily, but
Well, it's
You
an
know.
option. They
Yeah.
gave us the option. So I don't know. I think I'm on a really small dose, and I'll bring this up with the doctor next time I see him. But maybe I'll run it by you and see what you think about this one that's not. What is it? It's non. Fuck. It doesn't matter. The one that's going to hurt your, potentially fuck with your heart. Yeah, there's a small
Sure.
conflict. Yeah. So anyway, but I'm trying.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's
yeah,
okay. We've got Kelly now.
dude, I love it. That's exciting, and that sweatshirt's dope. That thing's really
Yeah,
cool.
but in all seriousness, some of these made the colors, and her store is really cool. It's in downtown Milford, if anybody's in that area.
Yeah.
And it's called Love Peace Threads Design Bar, and you can literally design like any sweatshirt. They've got jean jackets, patches, like lions. Everything I wear she's made.
Okay.
So,
Well,
yeah.
there's other aspects to the logo, like the spinny thing
Yep.
behind us. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I can get her all the specs on
I had
that so
actually
that
sent
it's
her she was gonna do the entire logo, but then I decided I wanted these puffy
yeah,
letters instead of
it's
it
cool.
just, like, screen printed, which she can
Yep.
also do, but I wanted these, like, puffy letters instead, so she just did the letters.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but we could do both. We can have like you want that on a hat with just TDC, or you want the whole thing with TDC podcast. We can add names to it,
Yeah,
whatever. But
for sure.
there is like a the girl that's designed mine over the years, the one that reached out, she's awesome. She did the poster. I don't know if you have the poster
Oh,
that
yeah.
we did. Yeah. She designed that, Stacy.
Yeah.
And but she reached out to me originally and was like, dude, your colors are they're just fucking wrong. This is all wrong. When Jay and I were in charge of it, she's like, this is not how this works for like the apps and social media. And I was like, okay, well, can you help? And she's like, yeah. And so she's always done it. She designed this one. She's designed everything for me. So
Nice.
I have like all the
Stacy Fine Art.
professional. Yeah, Stacy Fine Art. She's the fucking best. Um, and I've really been a fan of her work, and so I have all the like actual like exact colors and all that stuff for what it is, and so I can get all that to your. Is it your cousin? Did you say?
Yes. Yep, and she is
I
in
ignored Amy on
downtown
Friday, but
Milford.
maybe lunch this Friday. Well,
You can
someone's
make up
asking on a date.
you can make up for it with a super chat. That is the only way I will forgive you.
There you go. MLS.
And I
Welcome.
will pay for lunch. If you
And the Good RX, I saw that message come into. Yeah, I'm aware of that, and I think it was through one of those, and I think they just didn't run it through insurance because it should have cost almost nothing.
I go to this super shady pharmacy that always has Adderall, and I love it because Adderall is like they're forever in an Adderall shortage.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
not my shady pharmacy. He always
Yep.
has it.
Yeah, I had pharmacies like that too,
I
where
mean, you
it was
walk
like
in
mom and pop.
there's like boxes everywhere. It looks
Yeah.
like they're going through an audit or something.
Yeah.
But they've always got Adderall. So
That's hilarious. Yeah, yeah.
hey, reminder for everybody to go like and subscribe over on YouTube. We have over the last week, we have like 50 plus new subscribers on YouTube.
Oh, cool.
So let's get that up and we will draw. Maybe tomorrow we can do it in time for our member show on Thursday. We can give away some free Patreon memberships. Don't worry, Mike. I know how to do it.
I know.
You don't have to do nothings.
Love it. I don't want to do nothings.
You don't have to do nothing.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Hey,
it's great.
I'm a little offended by this.
What?
I'm a little offended. Let's see, Mike.
How much is Amy worth? $1.99.
$1.99.
That's mean.
Higher.
With David, I'd expect, the Death Star Lego. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
$1,000.
You would think.
He's a shooter himself.
99? Yikes.
Yeah.
I need to do better than that.
Yeah.
But hey, Mike, this part of the show is brought to you by Deer Lake Athletic Club, where Kelly and I are going to go very soon.
Yeah.
So I will let Forey know. In Clarkston, who they offer adult and junior tennis, pickleball, swim lessons, and the junior swim team, the Deer Lake Dolphins.
Ha!
Fitness classes are included with your membership. They have a gym, a cycle room, and 3 Pazools. The backcourt restaurant inside the DLAC is open to the public, and they're open every day of the week, Monday through Thursday at 4 p.m., Friday and Saturday at 11 a.m., and Sunday they open at 10 a.m. for Chef Jerry's famous brunch. They have upcoming events like the Thanksgiving buffet and a Santa brunch. You can visit their website at deerlakeathletic.club.com for more information about the club, restaurant, and banquet center, or call 248-625-8686.
Very good. And when Amy says Pazools, they have 3 Pazools. For the new people out there that don't know what she's talking about, those are pools.
Pools.
And that is the word, if you say pool around Cece, she goes, we're going in the pool. She goes nuts. She wants to go swimming so bad. So I started going, you want to go in the Pazool? I didn't say it. And so I started calling it the Pazool. And now she knows that word. So yeah, the
You
Pazools. It's
know,
for the roots.
our mods are gonna start banning people who don't like the stream. So you know, that's the least you can do.
Yeah.
They're
11 watching
monsters
only.
after all.
They are. They've been trained well. Hey, right before we went on, I was killing some time and I was just going through, I don't know, Facebook or something, and I saw Doug Podell posted a video, and it was Howard Stern talking about the Doc of Rock retiring, and I didn't know that, but congratulations to Doug Podell wrapping up a career over there at 106.7 WLLZ. He was my boss for many, many years. I shared that on Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter, I shared the clip. If you want to see it, Walters Radio on X, I guess. And I think he's just sitting in his car filming the stereo as Howard Stern is doing 10-minute break on Doug. Howard's wrong about all his details, as far as I remember. But, you know, heartfelt nonetheless and cool. And you know, Robin adds less than nothing, but that's what that show is. And but yeah, Doug was great. I remember it's kind of ironic. 98.7 Wheels was our main competition at Riff when I was a kid. I was 23 years old, an intern, just starting, and it may have been the happiest I've ever seen Doug in my life when they went off the air, or and because that was Riff's big competition. He came in literally with a bottle of champagne and fucking popped it in the studios, came barging into the studio as we were getting ready to sign off the air. And it was like, who is this crazy man coming in here? You know, I was new. Now your picture looks great, by the way, Amy. You look amazing. You
I had
do,
to
and I
take
love this
pictures
picture.
today, Mike. So that's
Oh, is that what it was?
you know, yeah, I had
Yeah.
to like
You I mean, all I see when I look at you is a man, obviously. You look like a
yeah,
man. But
huge nose,
yeah,
like
huge nose.
offensively big.
Yeah. Yeah. And
But
definitely giving off a lot of man vibes. I don't know what it is,
yeah,
but you
it's
are a
the Adam's
handsome man.
apple.
So anyway, congrats to Doug.
Yes, congrats.
There were times when Doug wanted to absolutely wring my fucking neck. There were times that
I
dude
can't
can
imagine
yell at
that,
you.
Mike.
Oh yeah, there were times in my office, you know, like yeah. He had some moments, but he's got a wonderful family. His daughter Lauren is awesome. His wife Sue is amazing. Such sweet people, good people. Regardless of any stupid, slanderous bullshit stories you may have read in the press over the years. You know, just a good dude and man after my own heart. Is a collectible. He's a collectibles guy. People that have listened to Riff or Wheels or wherever, they've heard Doug over the last 50 years in Detroit. Yeah, they know. So congrats, Doug. Well done, my friend. He's a true doc of rock and fan of music and young bands and certainly the local scene in Detroit. He was all over it, even when he didn't have to be. So, you know, as more and more of these guys check out, it just sucks. So, wish Doug nothing but the best. We should get him on at some point. I'm sure he'd love to come on and talk career and stuff. And
I'm sure the listeners would love that, Mike.
Yeah. I know Arthur bailed on us when I had him all scheduled, literally sending a car to pick him up.
He got too nervous.
Yeah, he freaked out, came up with some bullshit story. No one's going to give a shit.
Mike, we have to go. I was thinking about it. We have to go back to Dallas when Dave is there. And we can bring Fathead with us this time.
Yeah. It's interesting you bring that up today. I cannot talk about it today, but I will tell you off the air and then maybe publicly tomorrow. Yeah.
Now I'm intrigued.
You should be. But anyways, do people with kids, by the way, before we get into news and stuff, do people with children tend to hand their phones? I've run into this a couple times where I'm texting with someone and then their kid starts texting me. And I think that whoever I've been texting with just had a stroke because their 6-year-old is now in charge of the thing. And so I'm in a text string with my brother and my sister. So it's the three of us. And she's like, check out Reed's math homework. Could you answer this question? He's like 11. And it's like, not in a million years. So I chat GPT the answer and be like, yeah, he's stupid. Easy, give the answer. Stuff like that. And we're going back and forth. Once the text thread is open, you start texting nonsense back and forth for a few minutes. And all of a sudden, my sister texts me, I hope you come soon. To which my response was what, Amy?
Either hot or gross.
Right. Yes. When Amy says coming, I say hot to her. But my response was exactly what you all know it to be.
Gross.
I hope you come soon. And I just wrote gross.
Yes.
And then I get Mike! Exclamation point. Reed has my phone. And I'm like, I've been texting with you for the last 20 minutes. Like, what do you mean?
Right.
And then
Right.
now Reed is like, why is it gross to come visit us in California? I'm like, well, that I was talking about math homework is gross. And now I'm lying to an 11-year-old. He's like, you said it was gross to come visit us. And I was like, oh boy. Like, dude, don't do that to me. Or send me a text and go, by the way, handing the phone off to Reed. Careful what you say.
Right.
No N-bombs, Uncle Mike.
Blame it on a butt dial or something. Just say I accidentally typed it. I didn't mean that.
Yeah.
Kelly, thank you for the $20 super chat. Well. You guys really need to get a merch line going to help pay for Amy's shit internet. Listen, I'm not doing anything to fix my internet until NFL Bob Venmos me $500.
Yeah.
That is the only way I'm going to upgrade my internet.
Well, he sent 3G $500. I don't mean to get in the middle of this, but
that's what I'm saying. Like, this is literally like I'm kind of boycotting NFL Bob right now.
Yeah.
I'm like a little bit pissed off. I have needs too, NFL Bob.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of rude on his part, if I'm being totally honest.
Kind of rude, Mike.
And I fear what happened is 3G took $500 and went, give me a $20 microphone and I'll put $480 in the pocket for Christmas money.
Yeah. Mike, he's in Florida right now.
He's in Florida.
With $480 in his pocket.
Yeah.
I mean, he just got hand-me-down equipment.
Yeah. And
from Eric Zane.
Yeah, exactly. Zane came over with a pocket full of stuff. And then we saw how well that worked with the new equipment the other day.
Right.
Total shit show.
Shitty.
Stinked.
But I wouldn't take your money, NFL Bob, and just blatantly go on vacation like the next week. I would at least wait.
Yeah.
A couple pay periods.
Mm-hmm. By the way, 3G is a tad under the weather. He's down in
oh no.
Yeah. I was texting with him yesterday, and I was like, hey, because we knew he was going to Florida, and he was like, it was one of those things like, well, I'll probably have an internet connection, and I could probably, and
I can bring my shitty mic.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, I'm not interested in doing a show with someone holding up a fucking cell phone, and like, forget it. I'm like, Amy and I can totally hold this down for a few days while you're out of town. And he's like, can you? He's like, I'm sick.
Yeah, we're not good grifters.
Yeah, I'm like, it's fine. Just take NFL Bob's money, go have fun at Disney for a couple days, and Amy and I can handle things. So,
indeed,
yeah. NFL Bob's gonna think we're serious. He's like, fuck, I'm not gonna send Amy $500.
I am 100% serious. I mean, no. NFL Bob, do not get it twisted. I am serious.
She wants her money now. So
I just think if you're gonna play fair, you need to I've been here a little longer than 3G.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe it's a sexist thing.
It's never even so much as been an offer.
No. He was in one of those moods, I guess. But yeah, maybe it's a sexism thing. Maybe he's like, oh, hook up the boys, but not a chick.
Yeah, fuck the hole.
Yeah. I mean, and I don't know. I'm not
literally.
I don't want to put, words into his mouth, but it's clearly on the table. Could have been his
I
thinking.
don't know what else it could be at this point.
Yeah. Well, there are some holes out there that just drive me nuts.
Lynn says that Zane said a lot of nice things about our cult leader on his podcast. Well,
Well,
we should say something nice and not that he just has shitty podcasting equipment. Because I'm sure his equipment's great.
well, I don't know if it was his equipment or if
Just 3G.
yeah, and 3G was ordering. Why will none of my videos pull up? Gotta be shitting me.
I can pull them up, Mike.
Can you pull them up? Yeah, none of them will work now.
Sure. Tell me which one you want.
Well, I was going to do Kimmel's cunt wife. I don't know if you saw
Okay.
Molly McNearney.
Thankfully, my immediate family all they did not
Yeah, here you
vote
go.
for Donald Trump.
Okay.
They
Pause
did
for
the
a sec.
first time. A
So-
few of
Okay.
them thinking
She was on the what is this? We Can Do Hard Things podcast. And look at her husband. I mean, does he just look like a defeated man sitting there? I mean, seriously. So
Yes.
I swear to God, this is something you're seeing everywhere. Like these guys declaring, like, I can't have Thanksgiving with family anymore. Do you know anyone on the right who has said something like that? Like, I can't deal with my liberal.
No.
Like, I don't know a
literally
single
never.
one. It's so weird.
To the contrary, Mike, I look forward to seeing my family that thinks differently than me. I genuinely look forward to it.
Yeah. Like this, I don't know if this is like, is this a chick thing? Or are liberal guys doing that too? Or soy boy guys doing that too? Like, I notice this a lot on Facebook. Some deranged lunatic will make some like anti-Trump hate speech and then be like, and end it with like, and by the way, if you could vote for that 34-time convicted felon, unfriend me now. Now that I know who you truly like, just some deranged, unfriend me, like it's just so odd to me. It's so odd. I can't imagine making a rant like that. And this just tracks. These guys all fucking do this. So start this over. This is Jimmy Kimmel's wife talking about her family in Mississippi.
thankfully my immediate family all they did not vote for Donald Trump.
Okay.
They did the first time, a few of them. We flipped them the second time.
Pause.
It's weird.
I don't believe you flipped any of them. They just stopped. Dude,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I've got news for you.
Yeah.
You didn't flip them.
They 100% went, oh, yeah, totally. Totally, we're voting for Kamala this time. Just for you, Molly. You know what's best for the whole country after all.
Yeah.
And then went, yep, vote secured. No problem, Molly. Here you go. Here's my vote. Yeah, I don't believe these deranged lunatics flipped anyone's vote. But anyway.
Right.
When Donald Trump was first elected, I was so upset. We all were. But I remember thinking, I understand it because I grew up in a very conservative Republican house. I mean, I bought my dad a Rush Limbaugh tie in high school.
Dork.
I voted Republican straight ticket, and that's what I was told to do. And then I left.
Pause.
Is Jimmy Kimmel just like on his phone right now?
He might be. Who knows? Yeah, he looks.
What's he doing?
Yeah, he looks like a defeated husband sitting there listening to her ramble. By the way, who are these people that like, I voted straight ticket Republican because my family told me to do so? Like, what kind of zero are you? Why are you voting? If you need mommy and daddy to tell you who to vote for, you probably shouldn't be voting.
Well, I think a lot of kids probably start out that way, especially. But I feel like it's the other way. It's like Democrat.
I can't imagine. Like my parents.
Because I mean, it's just like what you know, like around your house.
Yeah, if
you
they're
know?
trying to educate you
I mean,
a little
I voted
bit.
for Obama.
Yeah, but if they're trying like, hey, this is what the left historically stands for. This is what the right. I don't know what your level of history research on this stuff is, but this is kind of the two camps. And in this family, the way we raised you, we kind of lean this way. You know, I can see those kind of conversations taking place.
Mm-hmm.
But this idea of like, I went in and did straight ticket Republican because my family told me to. Like, well, you're an idiot.
I would imagine, if I had to guess, that my nieces probably do that. But
How
the
old
other
are
way
they?
around.
And
Um,
and it makes
they're in
sense.
college.
They're in college now. Okay. So they're morons. So Molly here, no offense to them, they all are at that age.
No, none taken.
So Molly here is trying to do what she claims her family did to her then, right? Like, I was just told by my stupid mom and dad to vote R, all straight ticket. And so this is kind of what she's alluding to here is she's telling her extended family how they need to vote.
Right.
So no lessons learned.
Missouri, and I met people from different backgrounds, and I started to understand different things and different needs and different people. And there's like a little bit of sympathy I have for people in my family that I feel are kind of being deliberately misinformed every day. And they're
fuck off.
They're deliberately being misinformed every day, and they believe it. But it
Deliberately
Do you know
being
how
misinformed.
condescending that is.
Yeah.
I actually feel sympathy for them. Hey, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody looking for your sympathy, you condescending motherfucker.
Yeah.
You're the one who's being lied to. I guarantee you probably think that Trump said there's good people on both sides.
Yeah.
I guarantee that you think that Trump started an insurrection. I guarantee
Of course she
that
does.
you call Trump a 37-time felon. And I guarantee you say that Trump sexually assaulted someone. You, my friend, are the one that's being fed bullshit.
Yep. And no matter how many times you point it out, and it's so easy to document and give receipts, doesn't matter.
But she's so condescending. Look at her face.
They don't know any better. They're being misinformed.
Botox in your fucking wrinkly ass forehead that you got from just being so condescending towards people.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's so insulting. What else does she say?
Hurts me so much.
It hurts
because
me.
Of the personal relationship I now have, where my husband is out there fighting this man, and to me, them voting for Trump is them not voting for my husband and me and our family. And I unfortunately have,
ma'am,
kind of lost,
ma'am. No one's voting for your husband.
Yeah.
He's actually not on the ballot.
He never on the ballot, never would be on the ballot. He's the dancing clown. He's the monkey sent in to entertain people. What are you talking about?
A vote against my husband?
Yeah.
What are you even saying?
Do you know how
crazy lady?
Dude, how narcissistic and deluded.
That's insane. That is insane.
Like, that is epic level narcissism. Oh my God. The vote was between the orange man or my husband. Which side are you on? She said that, and no one corrected her. No one on this panel. They're nodding along like she's making a lot of great points here.
Yeah. Like, imagine thinking that that's how people make their choice in life is, you know what? Forget the fact that the Democrats are batshit fucking crazy and think that men can become women. No, forget that.
Yeah.
A vote for Trump is a vote against Jimmy Kimmel. So I'm going to vote for Jimmy.
It's almost like she thinks that they are on the left because of, I don't know, Hollywood and hundreds of millions of dollars in the bank, entitles them to information that the rest of us are not entitled to. And so
who are these
don't know
bozos whose podcast she's on?
I think that's a lesbian couple up in the top.
Well, obviously.
I didn't know if that was a soy boy or a lesbian. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming the one in the white t-shirt is the man in that relationship. It's what it looks like to me. And then you've got whatever that thing is straight ahead.
I mean, listen, I know that I show up not looking my best all the time, but have any of these ladies heard of like some blush or just anything? They all are just so drab.
Yeah.
Look at them all.
Yeah. They all look like bummers.
Yeah, big bummers.
I'm just
miserable.
I'm just shocked at the level of delusion and narcissism. That's the thing that just, it blows my mind. Like, when Jimmy Kimmel started his show, right? His talk show, 22 years ago, I think it was at this point, 22 years ago, you had a stranglehold on messaging, right? People didn't have the opportunity to just do their own. They sort of did, but not really. It wasn't like it is today. And so this idea of being able to, like you're saying, like, oh, you voted for a 34-time convicted felon? Like, there was a day when you could just say that and people would go, yeah, I guess it's true. They said it on the news. They said it on the talk shows. Like, now it's just too easy to look into the very fine people hoax and go, oh, well, if I have access to this information to know what really happened here, then so do they. Molly certainly has that information. So does Jim Kimmel.
I mean, Jim could not be more uninterested in this lesbo podcast.
Yeah.
Like, not even hot lesbos. He's like, are any of you gonna scissor or something?
Relationships with people in my family.
I was told this was lesbian.
It's like this is not just Republican versus Democrat for me anymore. It is, to me, it's family values, and it's really hard for me because I grew up believing in these Christian ideals of taking care of the sick and taking care of the poor. And I don't see that happening with this Republican Party. And so I feel like I'm kind of in constant conflict and I'm angry all the time, which isn't healthy at all. But I like personalize everything now when I
like a lovely time.
Yeah, fun, doesn't she?
Wow, you're just angry constant. We can tell because every single time you're just like, you've just got these angry wrinkles in your face.
Yeah. And she's openly talking about just writing people off in her family. Oh, I don't like the way you voted in an election. You're done. Not part of this family anymore. Like, and who thinks it's a good idea to turn to Hollywood, the Hollywood class, for your morals and values? Who thinks that's no? You know what?
What a condescending cunt.
Yeah, it's brutal. But a lot of them are doing it. I've got this. I mean, this big dumb idiot face. I don't know why. I must have got an algorithm somewhere. She keeps these people that know more than everybody.
I've had it with white people that triple trumped.
Yeah.
That have the nerve and the audacity to walk into a Mexican restaurant, a Chinese restaurant, an Indian restaurant, go to perhaps their gay hairdresser. I don't think you should be able to enjoy anything but Cracker Barrel. And if you want to triple Trump and you want to browbeat DEI and you want to browbeat gay people and you want to browbeat black people as you've been doing for 400 years.
That is just patently false. Everything she just said right there is patently false bullshit.
I feel like she's a robot cyborg.
Yeah.
Like she was built, like she just like came to life. I've never seen this woman in my fucking life until like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Yeah. And now we're seeing her. It's constant. And well, let's watch the end of her. Let's watch the rest of her.
And you want to browbeat this generation of immigrants that come over here and open up businesses earnestly, pay their taxes. You want to demonize them and call them rapists and felons and all this shit when the felon is the teeny weeny mushroom cock piece of shit, Kankle's McTaco tits at the top of the ticket. I have fucking had it from top to bottom. White people that triple Trump should be banned, boycotted from enjoying the best thing that America has to offer, which is multiculturalism. Get your fat asses out of the Mexican restaurant. Get your fat asses over to Cracker Barrel because nobody wants to see your fucking smug ass, teeny weeny, pink arm, big gut around. Nobody wants to see that shit. No one.
Hey, fuck you, you stupid motherfucking ugly ass cunt. Fuck you, you old bitch. Who are you? Who the fuck are you? And I would love nothing more than to see her in a Mexican fucking restaurant. In wearing my MAGA hat. I would love to know how much I triggered her.
The disturbing part to me is what this comes back to, because she's conflating two things: legal immigration to the United States of America, which is a lot of people believe the foundation of this country, right? Legal immigration, people came from all over, versus illegal immigration. So her problem is, if you and I have a conversation and go, yeah, I don't know if that's a great idea to just dump 10, 20 million people in a 4-year span into your country with no background checks.
No, now you can't eat tacos.
Yeah. And if you take any issue with that, if you go, hold on, no, how about no country on planet Earth would allow you to do that. Why on earth would we do something that stupid? No one would want to do that. And trying to say that we're talking about migrants who have come the legal way into this great country and opened a business and they're paying taxes, as if anyone, can you point me to the one prominent politician or anyone with a podcast who on the right has said, I've had it with these legal immigrants coming to this country and opening a Mexican or Chinese restaurant? Can you show me one of them that have ever said that? So the only way you can make your point, lady, is by wildly taking someone out of context or flat lying about what their argument is. This is insanity. This is exactly what Molly, who was a fucking coffee gopher before she started banging Jimmy Kimmel, and then married him and is now the go-to voice about who we should all vote for.
Right. It's personal.
She was an assistant, a writer's assistant. She was a writer's assistant when she got there. What that means is the writers were over here and the assistant was grabbing them coffee and parking their fucking cars. That was Molly's role before quickly going up the chain and banging the boss until they got married.
Yeah, but Mike, she fucks Jimmy Kimmel now.
Right. So by all means, let's hear from her.
She knows more than we do.
Yeah. And it's people
Have you
like
ever
this.
sucked Jimmy Kimmel's dick?
No, that's part of the problem.
Then what do you know? What can you contribute?
Yeah. I don't know what Jimmy's dick tastes like. So, but it's like these,
Probably sweat.
Just this declaration that everybody that disagrees with me politically, like imagine people in Mississippi and her extended family, what the reasons they would be voting for Trump that maybe don't fucking apply to Hollywood Jimmy Kimmel.
Right.
Like it's just so, I just can't wrap my head around it. And this idiot that we just played that conflates illegal versus legal migration in this country. I think she has 1 million subscribers. So she's making money off this.
Where did she come from?
She was on a reality TV show. She's an interior designer.
What reality show was she on?
She was on like one of those TLC shows or something. Her and some other skank did interior design. And now she just does this full time. And so she was able to carry some of that audience over and she makes a living now.
What's her name?
I don't even know. She does the, well, we can probably see it in the background. It's just labeled as big dumb face.
I've had it with white people that triple trumped.
Let's see if it triple trumped. Isn't that cute?
No
she came up with a new term. So it's I've Had It podcast.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's just a big mouth, tough guy. Talks a lot of shit about how tough she is and everyone's a pussy. You're such a pussy with a tiny dick if you don't agree with me politically. But all of this stuff does kind of go hand in hand. You see that Trump has threatened the BBC over that edited speech. You pulled that video up a couple weeks ago. And he's threatened legal action against them. BBC Chairman Samir Shah apologized for the error in judgment, which triggered the resignation of a couple top executives over there. That was not an error in judgment in your editing. That was very, very deliberate. The day before an election in another country, you put that out. And for those that don't know, we can play it again. This is what the BBC aired versus what was actually said.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol And I'll be there with you. And we fight. We fight like hell. We're going to walk down to the Capitol. And we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women.
So it was an hour later into that speech when he was like, we fight. You fight like hell, which is just a common phrase in politics. You know,
Mike,
you
there's a
fight for what you want.
There's a Fight Like Hell super PAC that Gretchen Whitmer was at an event for recently. And I was like, huh. So we can say that now because you guys tried to impeach someone over saying that.
Right.
So there's that.
So that one they put together, we're going to march down to the Capitol. I'm going to be right by your side and we're going to fight. We're going to fight like hell. Like that sounds like a call to action.
Yeah.
That sounds like a call to action, right? That sounds like we're all going down there to wage war on these people. Well, what do? Because to someone like Jim Kimmel and his stupid wife, or that idiot we just heard from a second ago, the first thing that the BBC aired is what they believe. It's absolutely false. That's not what he said at all. So, that's the part I can't get over. So the Director General, Tim Davie, and News Chief Deborah Turnus quit Sunday over accusations of bias, misleading editing of a speech Trump delivered back on January 6th. The hour-long documentary titled Trump, A Second Chance was broadcast as part of the BBC's Panorama series days before the election here in America. It spliced together 3 quotes from 2 sections of that speech he gave, which were, like I said, almost an hour apart, like 56 minutes apart, into what appeared as like one quote, as a call to action. Shah said the broadcast accepted that the way the speech was edited did give the impression of a direct call for violent action. Yeah. You see the problem with that? A letter from Trump attorney Alejandro Brito demands the BBC retract the false, defamatory, disparaging, inflammatory statements, apologize, and appropriately compensate President Trump for the harm caused or face legal action for up to $1 billion in damages. The BBC said it would review the letter and respond directly in due course. I look at it like, your job is to deliver the news, not invent it.
Right.
And I want some of these people to absolutely get sued into oblivion. I'm not one to say something like that usually. I understand public figures have a different standard, and I don't want to tell news outlets how to edit, but they have a fucking responsibility. Like, look where this is leading. Look what's going on. Look how many poisoned minds are out there that think Amy is the worst person on earth and hates her fellow legal citizens in this country. It's all stemming from rhetoric like this.
Yeah.
The BBC knows exactly what they're doing when they put something like that out, edited creatively like that to change a message. It leads to the rise of Antifa. I think it's all connected.
Yeah.
I think it's all fucking connected.
Yeah. It is. And what also is funny, Mike, is speaking of things that one side can say but the other can't. I saw some news yesterday that said Rep. Jasmine Crockett demands all 50 states abolish Dominion voting machines because she fears President Trump and Republicans will rig the coming elections.
Sure. Interesting how that works, isn't it?
Apparently, you can say that now.
Yeah. Wait, she's not. She's an election denier, or no?
Wasn't Fox News sued and Mike Lindell? Wasn't he sued into oblivion for saying that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Fox paid out. Huge. A lot of retards think that's why Tucker Carlson was fired. It's not, but they said it.
Bankrupted Lindell.
Yeah, they've done everything they can to destroy Mike Lindell. Took his product out of every store in America. Him being Christian on top of it really killed him.
There's that. You can question that now. It's okay. You're not an insurrectionist if you question Dominion.
Did you see Turning Point USA had their last event, the final one of their tour that was supposed to be with Charlie Kirk speaking at Berkeley?
Oh, okay. The tour would have been over already?
Yeah, I think it was wrapping up yesterday in Northern California at Berkeley. They had Rob Schneider there, my old pal. And
I remember when I saw that on the schedule, I was like, man, imagine thinking you're going to see Charlie Kirk and you get Rob fucking Schneider.
I know,
cool.
dude. Oh,
and I know that he's a decent dude, especially in like the MAGA movement, whatever. But
yeah,
I just always think back to, your guy's experience with him. And I just think he's a douchebag. So I'm sure he's fine.
He is. No, he's a douche. Believe me, I've talked to other people in his orbit because he went after me personally.
Yeah.
Like he called me at home and fucking went off.
Right.
Not kidding. 45 minutes screaming like an absolute clown. Animal.
Wanted to get you fired.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All of us. He wanted all of us fired, but especially me. He did feel sad for me because I was so fired. I'll never forget him on the, you are so fired. That was when I finally went, okay, man, it's been fun talking to you. See ya, fucker. Click. Like,
I mean, imagine that. Rob Schneider calls you at home. Most people would think that's probably cool.
Yeah.
But it sucks.
It was until 8 seconds in, and it was like, oh, he's really mad about something.
Yeah.
Fucking clown. So Antifa showed up at Berkeley. What does that say?
You're so fired, Mike.
So fired. I feel bad for you. You're so fired. You don't even realize how fucked you are. You're so fired.
Hey, Lynn got her Stanley, by the way.
Huh?
Lynn got her Stanley.
I know. Yeah. Told you.
Yeah.
Man of my word.
Mike. So proud of you.
Yeah, I did it. All right. Dude, I swear to God, you know why Lynn got that when she did? I was waiting every day when we started the show for you to go, so how's Lynn's mug coming? Like I was expecting it out of you. And it was like, I can't take it. She's going to kick my ass until
we're going to get there with the computer.
Yeah. I will send that off. I told G because I want him to send it from his office because I'll package it properly. So we will get that sent off. But yeah, the Antifa clowns had to show up at Berkeley and throw glass bottles, rocks, all kinds of stuff because their fear is that Turning Point USA being on the campus of Cal Berkeley invited speakers for conservative kids, right? They invite Turning Point, probably pay some sort of fee to have them show up and do a presentation for them. And these Antifa people and counter protesters from Berkeley are so concerned that they are going to radicalize conservative students at Berkeley into being violent, and they can't stand for that.
No.
Yeah. By the way, has anyone from Turning Point, do we have any video of them ever being violent or anything? Or do we have conservatives on video being radically violent and all this stuff?
No, of course not.
Because I feel like we have a shitload of video of Antifa doing that. I don't know. I can't think of any. But they're very, very concerned about it. I think I have. Yeah, here we go. Here's part of it. Nazis go home! 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 Fuck you, fascists! Fuck you, fascists! Fuck you, fascists! Fuck you, fascists! Chingala migna! Oh my God, these people. So this ends up in a
fuckable losers.
Yeah.
Every last one of them.
Look at them all in their headscarves and shit.
It is not enough to say fuck fascism when we don't tell why we mean it.
Now they're going to trash his stuff. Steal their...
Okay, this is it.
Guys, that's exactly what they want.
And then they attack the guy in the freedom shirt. My guess is he's sucker punched.
Break it up! Break it up! Private police, break it up! Break it up!
And they arrest him. They have every right to show up and protest something. Yeah, Allah Akbar. They have every right to show up and protest something. I have no problem with that. But this shit here of trashing, like these are such spoiled, narcissistic, entitled dorks at UC Berkeley.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's time. Like,
we need a good war, Mike.
Yeah, we almost do need a good war. Or you know what? I'm disappointed in Trump and his team with this shit. Like this has been going on for a decade. They're getting more emboldened, more entitled, more of this absolute. Like you have a right to do this. You cross this line and fucking drop the hammer on people. Drop the hammer on people. Like no, you can yell and you can wave your flags and you can ring your cowbell and you can act like an obnoxious fucking spoiled cunt, but you cannot trash people's stuff. You can't assault people. I want people arrested.
Yeah, not going to happen in California.
Yeah. But I think the federal, I don't know. I want the federal government going in and just fucking putting the boot down on these people. Seriously.
Yeah, I know.
You know, you've declared them a terrorist fucking organization. Well, let's go. What are we waiting for? What the hell are we waiting for?
Burn them down to the ground.
Yeah. It's unbelievable.
Burn that bitch down.
Yeah. And they're, just screaming about, like, you're behaving exactly how you think, how you claim the other side's going to behave.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them behave that way once.
Yeah.
I have not seen Turning Point USA or any of these college conservatives. I haven't seen them get radical ever, anywhere. Show me the video.
Of course not.
Yeah.
Of course not. The only thing you ever see is that, every once in a while you see like those feds that dress up as like in the khakis and the polo shirts and the masks, the Patriot Front, who absolutely no one has ever in a million gazillion years knows anybody that's ever been part of that organization because they're all like feds.
Yeah.
Maybe them. I don't know. I don't know if they get violent. Not sure.
Yeah. They certainly stoke violence, but I don't think they get involved with it.
I mean, that is the most ridiculous thing ever.
Yeah. Did you see the guy go after Dave Portnoy?
I did. It's actually kind of crazy how anti-Semitic people are.
Yeah.
It's like kind of wild. Like posts on X and I'm reading the comments. And I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. This guy's not arrested for what he said. He threw something at him, didn't he? Didn't he throw?
I don't know,
like quarters, like at him or something.
Yeah, I think so. You want to watch it? It's only 36 seconds long. But Dave Portnoy he's coming out of a pizza place in Starkville, Mississippi last week. And
he
this
handled
guy
it better than I could.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, I think Dave's used to this. I think he probably gets, whether it's Ohio State fans or, people that hate the Jews right now. But here's the video.
Oh, I like it. Hey, fuck the Jews! Fuck you, Dave.
Not cool.
Why you come in the camera, buddy? Why you come here?
Oh my gosh. That was awful.
Hey, fuck you, pussy! Fuck you!
Go away.
Bitch! Fuck you!
Hey.
So he was arrested. Okay. He was arrested for disturbing the peace.
Yeah.
The arrest is going to be the least of his concerns.
Right.
He's a 20-year-old, Patrick McClintock is his name. he was a junior and mechanical engineering major at Mississippi State, hit with a misdemeanor charge of disturbing the peace. He voluntarily withdrew from MSU, Mississippi State, as a student yesterday after this exploded on social media. Yeah, take it for what it's worth. But if you're going to yell anti-Semitic stuff or racist stuff, best not to do it at someone like Dave Portnoy with an actual platform and
Right.
cameras and microphones everywhere he goes.
Right.
I mean, just word of advice.
And like what was crazy is like I was reading the posts and like the comments, and they were saying, the only reason that stuff like this happens is because of how Jews behave, and Jews never take responsibility for their actions, and they don't realize that they're the reason that this is happening.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, that guy was just standing there on the sidewalk fucking recording a pizza review. What do you mean his behavior? Just keep walking, my guy. Shut the fuck up and keep walking.
I think they're probably up there, dude. There's millions that are following Nick Fuentes, and Nick has a real issue with the Jews. I don't know how else to say it. He does.
Yeah.
And he's well spoken. He's smart. He makes good arguments at times. And he can paint a picture. And I think a lot of these young people, are following that route. That just in some of the messages that you read on X sounds like some of the things I've seen Nick Fuentes say.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the fact is, going back to Charlie Kirk, it's what he was dealing with was, some of the comments we've seen that he was making to whether it was Megyn Kelly or text with Candace Owens or any number of times, he was having an issue. It sounds like he was dealing with a lot of people, young people on campuses taking issue with Israel and the support of the war against Gaza. And the young people were not buying it and looked at it like, I don't give a shit what the excuse is or what happened on October 7th. Carpet bombing fucking babies and women is genocidal. And they were not, so Charlie was trying to figure out, like, how do I come off as supporting Israel, a longtime ally of our country, and also at the same time, make an argument against us. And he couldn't. He was struggling with that. So he was feeling that all over the country, it sounds like, wherever he went, that the young people that he was, talking to weren't buying this. Mm-hmm. And so I think you're kind of seeing that play out, whether they're fans of Nick Fuentes or young people are really feeling that way and emboldened. Like, dude, you're an engineering major at Mississippi State, and you in public are going to yell, fuck the Jews at a Jewish guy? Like, dude, like that. Okay, now you're not enrolled there.
Right.
Now you get to drive home in your beater with a fucking laundry basket and talk to mommy and daddy about why you don't go to school anymore.
Right.
Good luck with that. That stinks.
And I mean, do you not realize that, like, you're going to have to work with Jewish people in the real world? You're going to come across Jews that you're going to have to get along with. And you can't just walk up to them at your place of employment and say, fuck the Jews.
Yeah, probably not a great
what's
move.
Crazy? Social media was not even really that much of a thing when I was certainly not. I mean, it was just coming around when I got out of high school. Facebook, you still had to have a college.
What year are you talking about?
2005 is when I graduated high school.
So 2007 is when the iPhone came out.
Okay.
So none of that
makes
shit.
Sense.
Yeah,
right.
None of that stuff even started until. So Facebook was probably around before.
Yeah, you had to have a college email address still.
Did you really?
Yeah. But I remember even back then when it first came out, they just drilled into your head. Be careful what you post on social media. Your employers are going to look up your social media. Don't post pictures of you getting wasted every weekend because your employers are going to
Yeah.
look up your social media. And it seems like we got away from that warning. We
Yeah.
don't give that warning anymore. Maybe don't scream "fuck the Jews" to Dave Portnoy because it's going to be on the internet for literally ever.
Yeah.
No one
Yeah.
ever taught that kid that lesson.
I don't know how. Like, we've seen so many people be burned by this. Like, nowadays there's no excuse.
Burn, baby, burn.
It's just like, what is Patrick McClintock going to do every time his name's Googled? Patrick. What did I say?
No, I know. I'm just saying Patrick.
Yeah. Like, that is going to, like, I remember in the early days when people first started doing that, like, oh yeah, if you go on a date with a girl, she's probably going to Google you. And in the very beginning, it was like kind of creepy. It was like, geez. And now it's just like, oh, it's an automatic. If you're going out with someone, they're going to Google you. If you're applying for a job, it's the first thing they're going to do.
Yeah.
First thing they're going to do is go, well, who is Amy? You know?
If a date, I would be getting like the People Finder. I'd be paying for the subscription.
It's insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wonder what happens if in 5 years, old Patrick here has to deal with this. You know, does another college accept him into their university to go finish his engineering schooling?
The only thing that he could do is reach out to Dave Portnoy and schedule some kind of sit down with him. That's the best thing that he can do, because I guarantee Dave would give him a second chance.
Yeah,
and
Dave
that's
probably
the only
would.
way. That's the only way that you can. Yeah.
I don't know. That one was pretty fucking harsh, dude. Fuck the Jew. Like,
yeah.
He doesn't even have the benefit of being like, dude, I was shit faced. We were at a bar. It was Friday night.
It was at a tailgate. I go to Ohio State. You go to Michigan, where all the Jews go. And I hate Michigan. And, you know, my feelings got the best of me. But no, it's like I was walking into the fucking grocery store.
Yeah. Middle of the afternoon. Just screaming something like, and then throwing change at him.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Good luck, dude. Good luck. So, I don't know how you feel about this, but did you see Trump claims the U.S. needs up to 600,000 Chinese students in our country? This is going kind of viral. He sat down with Laura Ingraham. I'll get your opinion here.
Yeah, we just busted some more U of M
folks,
Chinese students who are trying to bring chemicals in.
Yeah, that was at U of M. I think it's just known, right? Like, anybody coming here from China is duty bound to report back to the fucking Chinese government. Like,
I would think so.
Like, I just thought we all knew that. I think Trump's argument is shit here and goes against like everything his base wants. His base really does kind of believe America first. Like, we're concerned about ourselves. I'm not, too concerned about China. I don't want to help them in any way. So here's Trump.
Folks are not thrilled about this idea of hundreds of thousands of foreign students in the United States. We have about 350,000 Chinese. One point during COVID, you were going to, push to, get them out, but that was pulled back. You've said as many as 600,000 Chinese students could come to the United States. Why, sir, is that a pro-MAGA position when so many American kids want to go to school and there are places not for them, and these universities are getting rich off Chinese money?
Sure. Never said about China, but we do have a lot of people coming in from China. We always have, China and other countries. We also have a massive system of colleges and universities. And if we were to cut that in half, which perhaps makes some people happy, you would have half the colleges in the United States go out of business.
So what?
Well, I think that's a big deal.
Are they fans
You would
of
have the
science of the United States?
Yeah, but you would have, as you know, historically, black colleges and universities would all be out of business.
So?
You would have a system of colleges and universities would
So
go
we're
down the
dependent on
tubes.
China to keep
No,
our
not
university
China,
system
but
going?
I think it's good to have. I actually think it's good to have outside countries. Look, I want to be able to get along with the world.
They're not the French. They're the Chinese. They spy on us. They steal our intellectual property.
What, do you think the French are better?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Really? I don't know. I'll tell you.
I don't know
I'm
that
not
they
so sure.
are.
We've had a lot of problems with the French, where we get taxed very unfairly on our technology. Where they put 25% taxes on American products. Look, assuming everyone treats us badly, because that's the way I am, but we take in trillions of dollars from students. The students pay more than.
So basically, I don't know how you feel about it, Amy, but so
I mean, I guess I see his point. I understand what he's saying, and I don't know that he's limiting it to just Chinese people. I think he's saying foreign people in general.
This idea, though, that well, if not for all of these people coming in from around the world, and not to join the American dream and be a part of the fabric of this society, but just so the colleges can stay afloat. Like, I don't give a shit if they fold.
Yeah, seems like he needs a better answer than that.
Yeah, that's a terrible one.
Yeah.
Former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn, who absolutely, I hope, sues the shit out of people at some point. He wrote, "Sorry, Mr. POTUS, if we didn't allow 600,000 Chinese spies to steal even more intellectual property and other ideas about how to dominate our way of life, it wouldn't make a dent in U.S. colleges and universities. We simply don't need help. We don't need to help the Chinese anymore with their plans to be the sole superpower this century. Let's not give the Chinese any more leverage than they already have. They've been ripping us off for years because of that. They have significant advantages over us now. They have zero desire nor intent to make America great again." Yeah. The White House has indicated that 600,000 student visas for Chinese nationals will be issued over the next 2 years, keeping with trends in previous administrations while also setting a new record.
Mike, if you want to just get out the astronom file and go back like 2 stories, maybe, I have an update. The DOJ has formally notified UC Berkeley that they're launching a full investigation into the university after they failed to protect conservatives attending TPUSA's event last night. Per AAG Dillon, mob assault and thuggish intimidation of attendees exercising their First Amendment rights are unacceptable.
Good.
Yep.
I think you have a mixture of absolute dorks and outcasts, disruptors in that mix. And then you have a bunch of spoiled, entitled little fucking communists whose mommy and daddy have a ton of money and they think they're, fighting the good fight against the system. I want the book thrown at them. Yeah. There needs to be consequences for this behavior. So people know if I throw bricks at cops, I go to jail. I go to prison. And I don't mean like you get booked and then released an hour later. I don't mean that. Like, if you've ever spent the night in jail, it sucks so fucking bad. It stinks. You don't want to be there. And if you have to go there for a month, that stinks. And it travels with you forever. So you might think twice before hurling bottles into a crowd of conservatives because they don't have the same belief system as you do.
Right.
Or chucking bricks at cops. Like, no, dude, there is a line and people need to be hammered for it. So that's, good news, I guess. To the astronom file is right. Let's follow it and see, just crazy. Did you see Trump also floated a 50-year mortgage?
Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
It's one of those things, I think, where I could see it being, maybe that's how you get into it, but you can always refi. Just because
And you
you're in
don't
a
have to
50-year mortgage when you first get a house doesn't mean you're in a 50-year mortgage forever. In a couple years, when you're making more money, you can refi to a 30-year or
Yeah.
a 15-year arm or something. Like you can fucking refinance as many times as you want.
Yeah. I don't know. I look at it like you don't have to do the 50-year. Like, but
Right.
if that's the only way you can get in, you can still
Right.
do. It's not like they're eliminating a 30-year mortgage.
Yeah. I mean, a 50-year mortgage is better than just lowering requirements and just giving anybody and everybody a conventional mortgage. And,
Right. So apparently this is like Bill Pulte. He's like
Yeah.
big into this and dropped this on Trump. Like this is a complete game changer. So a 50-year mortgage would lower monthly payments, helping more Americans currently priced out of the market. Many experts warn the plan could backfire, raising the cost of home ownership by stretching out payments, adding more interest over time. Yeah, it would double.
Yeah. But
From
again,
refinance. Right. But going from a 30-year to a 50-year, like for instance, a $450,000 home, for example, with a 30-year fixed mortgage at 6.25% interest rate, the monthly payment would be about $2,700.
Okay.
Over the life of that loan, the homeowner would pay more than $500,000 in interest. With a 50-year loan at the same rate, the monthly payment would fall to around $2,400. Still outrageous, 27 to 24, but the total interest would balloon to about $1 million. So 87% more than the 30-year loan. But if the goal is just to get your foot in the door,
yeah, refi.
yeah, I don't know, so the best thing anybody can do, like if you're a new homeowner, this is the mistake a lot of people make. I had friends that did it the other way, and trust me, they did it right. If you can just add $100 onto your mortgage payment, $200 a month, and just add that towards principal, you will shave years off that mortgage. Years. You'll take a decade off it. If it's just going to interest and knocking it down little by little, it doesn't seem like much. Like that's the best thing you can do is pay that fucker off ASAP.
Yeah.
And then not owe, all that stuff. But we see this thing with these sketchy ghetto ass 8 Mile, used car dealers. That'll let anyone with shit credit, get a car.
Yeah.
And then it's, they're paying these ridiculously long, years long payments on something.
I mean, you have to do something to get new buyers into the market because there are no entry-level homes anymore. There's very few.
Dude, yeah.
And so you have to have another option to get into a more expensive home at a lower rate. Or at a lower monthly payment. And like I said,
The average age of a new home buyer right now is 40.
Wow. That's crazy.
And so I was looking at it. I was like, because I know my grandpa, for instance, bought a house on Duncan Street in San Francisco. I think he paid like $10,000. His house in Sunnyvale, he paid $25,000 for. So it's insane. The average salary in the USA in the 1950 was $3,300. So in today's equivalent, that'd be about 40 grand a year. 1959, it was up to $5,400 was the average salary in this country. 1959, equivalent to $70,000 a year now. So the average home price in 1950 was $7,300. Today, that would be the equivalent of 90 grand was the average. So in 1959, average house cost $5,400, equivalent today, $12,400. 1959, average price, $12,400. Today, that'd be 155 grand.
Yeah. You're not getting a house for 155.
Yeah. Today's average cost of a house, $415,000.
Wow.
415. That's
wild.
3 times what it was. So how do you combat that? That's probably what they're trying. Like, how do we get younger people into this stuff? Because this is so off balance right now. This is what young people don't believe in America, the system. Like, they don't see their pathway. Like that.
And I mean, the problem you have too is, there's a lot of people who are in those houses who have super low interest rates. And even though 6.25 is still quite low,
crazy high.
It's really not
crazy high.
It's really not though. Like, I mean, when our parents
mine
first
was
bought
in the
houses, it
Mine
should
was
have
in the
never been
twos.
that low. It should
I
have
know.
never been that low. And that's what created this mess.
And we were coming out of 2008.
You have people who are in houses that would otherwise move. Maybe they are empty nesters and they want a smaller house, or maybe they want to get a bigger house, but because of their interest rate, they're like, I'm not going to go up from a 2.5 to 6. Why would I do that? So now you have all these people who are stuck in their houses because of that. And you don't have people who are able to get entry-level houses. So, I mean, when our parents got houses, they were having 17% interest rates. So in the 5s is very good. It should have never been as low as 2 points. It just shouldn't have been.
Yeah. Mine was 2 3/4 or something like that. My Berkeley house.
Yeah.
But that was, I think, 2009, 2010. So we were coming out of the crash in 2008.
Yeah.
And so it was like, drop it. We need to move these. We need to get back in the game. And so I was able to take advantage of that. But it's like, I don't know, for these people today, they got to do something. But because that's just not sustainable. If the average home buyer is 40, dude, that used to be something you did when you were 25. Hey, I'm out of school. I got a job. It's kind of stable. But most people were married by then. Most people were married, starting a family, single income households. There's no way you could do that on it. You got to be making so much damn money to be able to even get in the game on a single salary. It's insane. So anyway, why don't we get to some email?
Okay.
Max Headroom was actually modeled on the actor from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I don't know which actor that would have been. I sent you a clip of Max Headroom.
I did, and I know of that from the Eminem Rap God video.
Oh yeah, he is dressed up like Max Headroom, right?
Yeah.
In that video, yeah.
Yep.
Boy, it looks dated as shit when you look at even clips. It was radical at the time. Max Headroom in the 80s or whatever it was. Computers like that, like, whoa, it's kind of wild. So Lynn says, I just got done listening to Eric Zane's latest podcast. Mike, he had a lot of nice things to say about you. So whenever you think you don't matter, think again, because you truly do make a difference in all our lives. Aww. Chris Newberg gives his phone number out. They can call him if they need to be talked off the ledge. You two are the best. Nah, you're the best, Lynn. Yeah. Thank you. Eric Zane's a good dude.
You can call me Mike if you need to be talked off the ledge.
Yeah. You'd probably hang up on me. I'm hangry.
Call me at least twice because I might not answer on the first go around.
Yeah, fair enough. We got Chris Siriaki became a new member. Hi, Chris.
Welcome, Chris.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Shane Fanus.
Yes.
Fanus. There's a P and then an F.
I think the P's silent.
That's no fun.
Fanus.
Either way, Shane, welcome.
Welcome, Shane.
And then Robert Adam became a member and is going to do the read. He's going to do a read with us. So we got to get that from Robert, and be able to promote his fine business.
Yes.
Right.
And we can put a little scroll down at the bottom of the screen too.
Yeah, we can do all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. I checked out Amy's feet. They're pretty, but if she's trying to sell them, she's got to work on her poses. The inclusion of wearing high heels is a great start. This is coming from someone with great appreciation of the trade.
I see.
Yeah, there's technique involved.
I couldn't give away the farm.
True.
I'll just say I've been there in my escapades.
What do you mean
I've
by that?
experienced that
Feet guys?
desire,
Yeah.
and I didn't get any complaints, so I think we're good.
I think there's something about the arch. That's what Clark used to talk
It is
about,
the
high heel
arch.
pumps and
Yep.
the arch. Like
Mhm.
he'd get all worked up about that. We'd all
Yeah,
just
I've got a
roll
good
our
arched
eyes.
foot.
What's that?
Dancer. I've got a good arched
Yeah.
foot. I was
Yeah.
a dancer.
Yeah. It's one of those things where if you don't get it, like Craig said, okay, I fast forwarded to the feet pics and they seem very nice, but I don't get it. I guess I'm not a foot man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you're not into it, like if that's not your jam, you know?
Yeah,
Like
but if you're into it, they're into it.
yeah, dude, they're
into
super into it. Like I get it. Like we used to, it was always a breast man, an ass man, but that foot group, whew,
Yeah.
they
Did you
are
ever
serious.
watch The Biggest Loser?
Did I ever watch The Biggest Loser?
Mm-hmm.
Was that Jillian Michaels'
Mhm.
show? Probably like the first season.
Okay.
Probably like, oh, this is new, and it
Yeah.
had kind of a radical name, The Biggest
Yeah,
Loser.
yeah.
Yeah. But no, I don't know what they end up doing. Like 15 years of that shit. Like,
Yeah.
no. Why?
No reason.
Why would you bring that up?
No reason.
Is this because of foot people? Is that why you brought up The Biggest Loser?
I have no idea.
Dude, this could be a fast track money-making venture, and you're going to insult them?
No.
What's the matter with you?
No. I'll tell you later. I'll tell
Okay.
you off the air.
Okay, and I'll tell you something off the air. So the biggest, now I want to know. Hello, cult leader 3G in the hole. Super tip system. You should reach out to Carl from Who Are These Podcasts. One of the guys he has a show with set up a donation thing separate from YouTube's that lets you keep more of the money. Carl was talking about that off
That's
air.
what Turtle Boy has too. I was talking about that the other day.
We were talking about so many things after that day I went and did Drew's show and Carl was there.
Mm-hmm.
Off air, we were up in Drew's kitchen and we were talking about some of this stuff, but I was already out the door. So I was hardly paying attention, but they were talking about this very thing. You can also set up AI voices that people can play around with so their chats sound like they're coming from that voice.
Yeah.
Like
I've
Drew
seen
or
that.
Trump or
Yeah.
whoever set that up. Marcus in Arizona sent that. Thank you, Marcus. Dude, I have seen that. That is really cool.
Yeah, I've seen that. That is cool.
That would be very cool to
Kelly,
be able,
get on it.
Yeah, I don't know how that works or what they're doing, if that's a separate program but we should totally get on something like that. People can have fun with it. We can
Listen,
have fun with
if
it.
you have a wrench, if you've been given a wrench on YouTube, you have
Got
a
a job to do.
responsibility to look into all this shit for us.
Yeah, we need to know.
Yeah. With a
All right, we'll
wrench
go out-
comes great responsibility.
Great responsibility. And Walters at DetroitCast.com if you want to send an email. We love hearing from you guys or message me, whatever. We love reading these.
Yeah.
Mod. The Hole would never make me a mod. James, he heard you say that.
I said I thought someone in the chat was James.
Yeah, you tried to blame.
I did say I would never make James a mod.
Yeah. He says, well, fuck you too, Hole. Joke's on you guys. I have no fucking clue what the hell you're even talking about.
Well, all right then.
If it involves the Google in any way, then I really haven't a clue, as I have no account with those satanic shits.
I wouldn't expect you to.
Yeah. So there you go. Anyways, again, Walters at DetroitCast.com. We'll do one more live show tomorrow, and then we'll do a member show, patreon.com/TDC podcast. And it sounds like we need to have a meeting with Kelly.
Yeah.
And whoever else. And meeting. Set a meal. But yeah, we should, if anyone's got any merch suggestions, if you we actually have a job. What does that mean?
She's a moderator.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, you got a job.
You've got
Your
a job. Kelly's job is it looks like one of the Roops that got shot in the face.
It looks like a roux.
Doesn't
that look like a? I think it's a roux, but it sort of has an ostrich neck.
Or a alpaca.
Yeah, it looks like an alpaca a little bit.
Lynn, what's in your profile pic? An alpaca
I think it's a roux.
or a roux?
I think it's a roo because of the ears. Or a deer. Could be a deer, Rubes. Oh.
Now I need to know. Come
Yeah.
on, Lynn.
Yeah, let's go. Get
Come
with
on.
it, Maud.
Come on.
Pick it up. We will completely forget this conversation took place tomorrow. So if you're going to tell us what's in that picture, it has to happen now. Let's go.
Yeah. Come on now.
She disconnected.
right.
She's gone.
Well, let us
All right.
know, Lynn.
Yeah, let us know. Now I need to know. All right, Ames, have a great rest of the day. And thank you all for listening. We will be back mañana. We'll see you then. Have a great evening.